All right, ladies and gentlemen, the horses have been called to the post. So as they head around the turn and get ready to go down that backstretch, let's reintroduce you to everybody taking part in this race number 3. The number 1 horse, Be Special, being driven by Daryl Mason. The number 2 horse, Bet You Love Me, with driver Dean Ray. The number 3 horse, Jedi Tricks, with driver Richard Remillard. Number 4 is Some Might Say, being driven by Michael Ray. And number 5, My Little Chloe, being driven by Corey Manning. The horses are going to get themselves into position, and we are but mere moments away from pacing. The horses are lined up 5 across as the gate rolls around the corner. They're at the post. Swing open that gate and watch those ponies accelerate. Race number 3 on a 10-card race or 10-race card rather this afternoon here at the Loop, Red River Exhibition Park in Winnipeg. As we come onto that first turn and get ready to head down the backstretch, that is Some Might Say in the early lead, being followed by the number 2 horse, Bet You Love Me. It is Some Might Say in the lead, being followed by My Little Chloe, pardon me. Then it is Bet You Love Me. Then it's Be Special and Jedi Tricks. As we hit the first quarter pole coming up at a time of 30.2, Some Might Say continues to lead the way, but it is the nose of My Little Chloe tickling the back of the helmet of the driver as we continue into turn number 2. Some Might Say, My Little Chloe, Bet You Love Me, Be Special, and Jedi Tricks, but now making the move. That is Be Special on the outside, starting to make a very, very big move and boxing in, some might say, as they come around the turn towards the home stretch for the first time. As we come towards the halfway point of this race, it is still, some might say, but being challenged very, very quickly by Be Special at halfway point at 101 and 4. Some might say, and some might say is still in the lead, followed by Be Special. Be Special on the outside. Some might say right behind, right in the lead, followed by Be Special and My Little Chloe. And then it is Jedi Tricks. It is, some might say, holding off all challengers so far as we continue to go down that back stretch and head towards home. Some might say heading towards the three-quarter pole at a time of 132 and 2. That is, some might say, now starting to make a little more of a lead for herself as we have Be Special solidly in second and My Little Chloe and Jedi Tricks side by side for third, following behind. But that is, some might say, lengthening your lead now out to 3 lengths as we come around the final turn and head towards home. Some might say it's her race to lose as we head towards the final stretch. Some might say comfortably in the lead. Big burst of speed on the outside for second. It is going to be, some might say, followed by Bet You Love Me. Some might say at a time of 2:03 and 4. Congratulations to Michael Ray and Some Might Say. It's official, ladies and gentlemen, as they head to the winner's circle. Some might say your winner of race number 3 this afternoon at a time of 2:03 and 4. Some might say being driven by Michael Ray, trained by Richard Ray, as 3-year-old bay gelding by Art Speak out of Life is a Lady from Santana Blue Chip and owned by Laverne Turnbull of Kitchener, Ontario. Your official top down order of finish then for race number 2 is 3-2-4-1-5. Again, 3-2-4-1-5. Now heading into the winner's circle. The winner in race number 3, Some Might Say. Some might say your winner in a time of 2:03 and 4, and some might say pays $9.80 to win, nothing to place, and $2.60 to show. Your number 2 horse, Bet You Love Me, paid $2.70 to place, $2.10 to show. Well, the number 3 horse, Be Special, paid $2.10 to show. Your $1 exactor, 4-2 rather, paid $54.80. While that 20-cent triactor paid $102.04. And that'll do it for race number 3 here at the Loop. All right, folks, let's take a look ahead to race number 4 now. And again, this doesn't need a lot of analysis on this one to figure out, I don't think. I think it could be one of the races today that'll make a triactor bet pay very, very nicely. You have to love the number 1 horse, Singing Ramona, in this one. The mare has been dominating the track all season long under the guidance of Don and Matthew Hollett. Hasn't won in a couple of weeks, no, but bounces back to form today and goes wire to wire for the W, I think. For second, I'm going against the odds maker a bit here and taking the number 4 horse, Hurry Home. That's just what she did in her debut 3 weeks ago, winning by 8. And then 2 weeks ago, basically paced by herself, winning by almost 27 lengths. That's amazing. If she was starting at the number 2 spot, I'd be picking her, but number 4 against the Singing Ramona. Hurry Home will be hurrying to number 2 in number 2 in this one. And the early odds 6-1, a nice way to bump up a payout on an exotic bet. And in third, I'm taking the number 3 horse, Nonversation. A winner last week after starting third and beating out Singing Ramona. I might add by just over 2 lengths. I don't think lightning strikes twice this week, and Nonversation finishes exactly where she starts. So make it 1-4-3. That's 1-4-3. Good luck from the Loop, and let's send it down now to the dynamic duo of the Professor Mike Williams and Trey Colbeck.
Well, I'll tell you there, Frank and Trey, we're getting a little bit of wagering here online, and a 20-cent triactor was over $100 for 20 center on a 5-horse field. So I think that's the play of the day. I think guys should be spending $6 to $12 on these triactors because these exotic bets have a way of really paying well. And that race there, the second favorite, made the triactor pay well over $100 on the 20 cent. Anyway, some might say Michelle Ray, good job. Trainer Ricky Ray, wire-to-wire performance. And no one really got at this 3-year-old and had things his own way and looked good doing it, and a pretty good, respectable time as well, Trey. So let's go right to race number 4. Boy, these races, like we were talking earlier, they're so competitive today. Great job by our race secretary, and I'm not just saying that. There's no standout in today's race card. I looked at every race, and I couldn't really get a standout here, and that makes for good racing, and that's why you had a 20-cent triactor pay over $100. I'm going to go with Singing Ramona, top driver, trainer on the right now. Does get the post inside rail. Last week had the inside as well. Finished second in 2:05 and a heavy win. I think Don Hallett controls this race as he does best. And I think it's going to be tough to beat Singing Ramona from the rail position. Horse that's going to give it a go made $21,000 this year at the Loop. That's Nonversation with Richard Remillard. This horse is absolutely at the top of her game right now with 2 wins and 2 seconds in the last 4 starts. After this start here, heading out to California for the racing circuit there. And I like Nonversation to give Singing Ramona everything that she can give her. it's going to be a good race at the wire. I think separating them by about a length. Wide open for third, Hurry Home. 2 wins in the last 3 starts. Was a little flat last week. Conversation did beat the horse and Singing Ramona. They were in the same race. They did beat Hurry Home. But if Hurry Home goes back to those last 2 starts in 2 minutes and 2-1, Hurry Home is no slouch. This 7-year-old mare is a really nice mare and might have something to say about my selections, Trey, in this race. I like the 1, 3, and 4 in race number 4. How about you?
Yeah, we're going to agree on the 1 here. So to save some time, we'll skip over that because what else can I say about Don and Matt Howlett with Singing Ramona? For second, I'm going to go with Hurry Home. 6-1 morning line odds, probably in and around there right now on the graphics. And I like, real big standout at Running Aces and Cal Expo. I really like what this 7-year-old mare has done. For third, I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to go with Tammy Blue, the 10-year-old mare with Clayton Braybrook. Clayton, I think Clayton really likes this mare, and I think we're going to see something really expected. And like we were talking about the big triactor payouts, I'm going to go 1-2-4 with 1-2-4 with all. So because of all this craziness might happen, that is an $18 bet. But if there's $100+ payout, I'll be pretty happy when we talk again in race number 5. So I'm going to go, Singing Ramona with Hurry Home and the 2 Tammy Blue here in race 4.
Yeah, that last race, we don't have a heck of a lot of people here, but there was over $500 in the pool. And I think a lot of that is going towards the triactor bet. So if you're going to spend $6, I'm going to tell you my opinion. I would just box the 1, 3, 4 on a $1 triactor box. That's all it's going to cost you. Take the 3 horses you like, box them up on a $1 triactor box. It's going to cost you $6. Up to you, Frank.
All right, thanks, guys. Much appreciated. And we have a couple of announcements to make. We have a Ram truck that's parked in the path of the hayride this afternoon. If this is your truck with license plate number AFF 782, that's AFF 782, could you please move your Ram truck? Again, Ram truck AFF 782. We need you to move, if you could, please. And being that this is the last day of racing here at the Loop for this season, we are handing out kudos all over the place to a lot of the unsung heroes, the people who are behind the scenes that make racing definitely possible. And on behalf of Team Howlett today, the most valuable team member that they've got that they want to say hi to is Wanda Howlett. Contributes to the racing on a daily basis and performance and overall success of Team Howlett in many, many ways. Notably, her pep talks. I don't know if you knew this, but I thought this was kind of cute. Wanda Howlett does pep talks to each one of the horses before warm-up, and she ensures all the equipment gets to and from the paddock on time, and post-race care of watering out the horses and follow-up that each horse comes out of the race sound and healthy. Way to go, Wanda. So definitely special. Another thank you goes to Don Howlett, although, according to Team Howlett, they wish they would have had Lewis back this year instead. Thanks for your help, everybody, on Team Howlett. It is greatly appreciated. Well, horses are coming out on the track, ladies and gentlemen, so it's time for us to introduce you to everybody taking part in race number 4 this afternoon, the Fillies and Mares Open, and we have a field of 5 mares taking part in this one. This is the number 1 horse coming around now. That is Singing Ramona. Singing Ramona, driven by Don Howlett, trained by Matthew Howlett, and owned by Don Howlett of West St. Paul, Manitoba. The number 2 horse is Tammy Blue. Tammy Blue being driven by and trained by Clayton Braybrook and owned by Clayton Braybrook of Kindersley, Saskatchewan. The number 3 horse is Nonversation. Nonversation is driven by Richard Remillard, trained by Tara Isman and owned by Tara Isman, Jim Wilson, and Richard Remillard. The number 4 horse, Hurry Home, driven by Daryl Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, and owned by Daryl Mason of Killarney, Manitoba. And there's the number 5 horse, One Last Bet. One Last Bet, driven by Dean Ray, trained by Roland Ray, and owned by Roland, Justin, and Arthur Ray of St. Claude, Manitoba, and Mike Hordeski of Manitoba. All right, the horses are heading around the turn, ladies and gentlemen, getting themselves ready to get into position. So it's a great time for us to reintroduce you to everybody taking part in this race number 4, the Fillies and Mares Open here at the Loop. Number 1 is Singing Ramona being driven by Don Howlett. And number 2 horse is Tammy Blue with driver Clayton Braybrook on the bike. Number 3 is Nonversation with driver Richard Remillard. Number 4, Hurry Home with driver Daryl Mason. And the number 5 horse is One Last Bet, driven by Dean Ray. The horses are lined up as they come around the turn. They're at the post. Swing open that gate and watch those ponies accelerate. The Fillies and Mares Open underway. It's race number 4 at the Loop on a Saturday afternoon. As we dive down into turn number 1, taking advantage of that post position is Singing Ramona to take the early lead, but being boxed in from the outside by Hurry Home. And it is Tammy Blue, Nonversation, and One Last Bet. Singing Ramona in the lead, but they are 2 astride and side by side as we head towards that first quarter post at a time of 27-4. That is Singing Ramona and Hurrying Home duking it out for top spot, being followed by Nonversation, Tammy Blue, and One Last Bet. Now that is on the outside. Nonversation making the big move and starting to move in on the leaders. That is Nonversation now as we come around turn number 2, getting ready to potentially take the lead. Nonversation is 3 across with Singing Ramona and Hurry Home as we head towards the halfway point on this one. And we hit that mark at a time of 58-2. Good time. We could have a good posting on this one. It is Nonversation and Singing Ramona. Nonversation on the inside, on the outside. Singing Ramona on the inside as we head towards turn number 3. Now it is Nonversation. Hurry Home side by side as we go around turn 3 and head into the back stretch. Singing Ramona continues to lead the way with the Hurry Home on the outside, Nonversation on the inside, Tammy Blue, and then it is One Last Bet. The horses, you could throw a blanket over them as we hit the 3-quarter post at a time of 129-2. Talk about a great race for this one. Everybody all bunched up as we go into the final turn. It's going to be a great finish as we come around and get ready for the run to home. It is still in the lead, Singing Ramona, but making a big challenge on the outside. That is Tammy Blue now. Look at them, 3 across as we come around that final turn. This is going to be a great finish. It is Tammy Blue from the outside making the move and with a burst of speed heading towards the finish line. Can she hold on? Yes, she does in a time of 2:01-4. Talk about a great late surge from Clayton Braybrook and Tammy Blue. Tammy Blue, your winner at a time of 2:01-4.